In the bustling city of Lahore, beneath the shadow of the ancient Badshahi Mosque, lived a man named Salar Qureshi. A respected businessman in his early 50s, Salar had once been hailed as a prodigy in the world of finance. His sharp mind and cunning strategies had propelled him to the heights of success, but success had come at a cost: his family. In his pursuit of wealth, Salar had neglected the very people who loved him, most notably his wife, Amina, and their daughter, Fatima. Amina, a woman of grace and patience, had long been the quiet pillar of their household, keeping their home warm even as Salar grew colder with each passing year. Fatima, their only child, had inherited her mother's warmth, but her heart was torn between the love she had for her father and the pain caused by his absence. Their family, once whole, had fractured under the weight of his ambition. One rainy evening, as Salar sat alone in his grand office overlooking the city, a phone call came that would change everything. It was a call from a distant cousin, Imran, who told him that his daughter, Fatima, had been involved in a tragic car accident. Her life hung in the balance, and Salar was consumed by the realization that he might lose the one thing he held dear, his child. Racing to the hospital, his mind a whirlwind of guilt and regret, Salar arrived to find Fatima unconscious, her body bruised but alive. It was then that he understood the depth of his failures. All the money in the world, all the success he had achieved, meant nothing in the face of the love he had taken for granted. For days, Salar sat beside Fatima's bed, speaking to her, asking for forgiveness, even though he knew she could not hear him. It was during this agonizing wait that he saw his life in a new light. His wealth had never been the true measure of his worth, nor had his accomplishments ever been truly fulfilling. The time he had spent chasing fleeting triumphs had been wasted, and the woman and daughter he had neglected were the ones who had truly mattered. Miraculously, Fatima woke up, her first words a soft murmur. "Father." The joy Salar felt at hearing her voice was indescribable, but it was tinged with sorrow for the years lost and the love he had failed to nurture. Amina, ever the silent strength in their lives, was by his side throughout the recovery, offering him not only support but also a second chance. Salar had been given the gift of life once again, and more importantly, the gift of time to make amends. As Fatima regained her health, Salar dedicated himself to mending the broken bonds with his family. He withdrew from the corporate world, handing over his empire to trusted partners. The time he spent with Amina and Fatima became the most valuable moments of his life. Together, they traveled to the serene valleys of Swat, where they rediscovered each other amidst the beauty of nature. In those quiet moments, with the sound of the river flowing and the mountains standing tall, Salar learned that the real treasures in life were not found in boardrooms or on bank statements. They were in the quiet love of a wife who had stood by him and the forgiveness of a daughter who had been waiting for him to come back. And so, with a heart full of gratitude, Salar Qureshi embraced the gift of his second chance, determined not to waste another moment of the precious time he had with his family. The life he had once chased now seemed irrelevant, as he understood that love, patience, and forgiveness were the true pillars of a fulfilled life. The tale of Salar Qureshi became one of legend in Lahore, a reminder that sometimes it takes losing everything to realize what truly matters. A second chance was not just a gift from fate, but a chance to become the person you were always meant to be. What would you do if life offered you a second chance? Reflect on the relationships you value most and take a step towards nurturing them today. Share your thoughts or experiences about second chances in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. Let's learn some interesting words from this story. Indelible, meaning unforgettable or permanent. Example: the accident left an indelible mark on Salar's heart. Contrition, meaning deep regret for wrongdoing. Example: Salar's contrition was clear as he sought forgiveness. Precipice, meaning a dangerous or critical situation. Example: he stood on the precipice of losing everything. Reconciliation, meaning restoring harmony or friendship. Example: their journey to Swat became one of reconciliation. Ephemeral, meaning short-lived or fleeting. Example: Salar's successes felt ephemeral compared to love. Cataclysmic, meaning disastrous or life-altering. Example: the accident was a cataclysmic event for Salar. Agonizing, meaning causing great physical or emotional pain. Example: the agonizing wait by Fatima's bedside changed Salar forever. Introspection, meaning self-examination of thoughts and feelings. Example: hospital days forced Salar into deep introspection. Irrevocable, meaning impossible to change or undo. Example: the lost time was irrevocable but taught him a lesson. Catharsis, meaning emotional release leading to renewal. Example: Fatima's recovery became a moment of catharsis for Salar. Subscribe to Fairy Tale Spell for more stories that inspire growth, mindfulness, and self-discovery. Let's create a world where everyone learns to celebrate their own light.